Hey, beauties, morning. All right, so I was listening on a program for a moment, and I was listening to two different generations speaking. One woman, she's over 50, gorgeous looking woman, and the other one, nice looking young lady, and they were talking about how women have been socialized. She talked about other things, that men, when they reach 50, they start to look at younger women, because, obviously, as you get older, your body's aging until it decays. You know what I'm saying? And it's as though, on the basis of a lot of things, women have been subliminally taught to compete with each other. I didn't understand it until I became a young adult and started to face vitriol from women for no reason. I couldn't fathom it because I don't even recall that in high school. Yes, you would see fights, but you just thought it was a human thing, just a frailty of human beings. I never knew, as I said when I was younger, that women were trained to, basically, in a sense, compete. Oh, you're vying for the prize of this man, and so on. And this would be probably coming from Bibles, I suppose, when we think of Esther, that all these women and vying for the prize of the king and whatnot. And it now, gives me clarity as to why women fight against women without a cause. And when I say without a cause, without a just reason. And we know the cause on their end is usually they're broken, they're narcissistic, they have self-esteem issues, and jealousy, envy, in malignant and malicious ways. We know that is the root cause of it for the most part. And, the woman in her 50s began to say that, it makes no sense that we do it, because obviously there was a time when she was not in her 50s. She would have been in her 20s, in her teens or 20s. So the ones who are coming up and probably laughing at the ones in their 50s, you're getting there, because as I said, nobody's getting younger. The very baby that is born today is 1 day old, tomorrow is 2, the next day 3, 4, and we continue. Everyone started out at the same start line, and you're going to end at the finishing line in terms of exiting earth via death, or if you're caught up in heaven for those who, chose Jesus Christ as their personal Lord and Savior. So, the thing is, beauties, and also, I didn't listen to the whole program. There is a lady that I follow. I think that lady needs to be my best friend, Michelle Lopez. Support her business, girls, women. She has a shirt, her brand, refer her. You don't need to compete, and she's so right. When I look at the diversity of women in terms of the image, how we are made, fashioned, beautifully, marvelously fashioned by God. Our bone structure, eyes, our mouth, our lips, our talents, our skills, and our abilities. I said to myself, it's like you don't want to lose your hand as much as you don't want to lose your eye. You might say, boy, if I have to choose, it's going to be very tight, but you want to be able to see. So some people might say, what? But you might have the few would say, no, someone want to use my hands. You value your hands, you value your feet, you value your eyes, you value your nose, you value your mouth, your teeth, your hair, everything that you have. Almost equal. You don't want to, if you have all of them intact, you don't want to lose any of them. You do everything to preserve it. And that's part and parcel why women do BBL and all these different changes. They want to preserve and make it look palatable. Because of how much they place a value on their physical bodies. And with that, remember, the hands, they function completely different from the eyes. And I'm saying that these women, you don't need to compete. There's no prize that we're vying for. Yes, you may have a man out there, and 5 women see the man and want the man. If one may just get him, obviously. We're not talking about a womanizer or whatever. We're just talking about, let us say, one man to one woman. Be patient, because there's going to come a better man for you that suits you. And when I say better, not better than in terms of how God views us all. That person is just the best one for you. And the other 3 remaining, that you're going to get another man that's best for you. So sometimes it's good just to be patient, trust God, relax, wait, and bask in your own strength. Bask in your own beauty. Bask in your own positivity. Don't be envious and jealous of each other. There's no need to be. Because you see, a strength that you have is something that I would admire. The strength that I have, admire it. And we can support each other. So it's like the hand saying, eyes, I like something about you in the eyes. I like the fact that you're able to see what's going on. And the eyes say, hands, you know what I like? That you can actually lift things. You can shift something. If you're driving, you're able to turn the wheels of the vehicle. The nose said to the mouth. Nose, mouth, I like how you can smell things. Mouth says, nose. Or the nose says to the mouth. Mouth, I like how you can taste things. and eat things. And the mouth says, you know, what I love about you know is you're able to smell things if they're not smelling too right or not. That's what I'm saying, beautiful people. If we just start to change our mindset, you know, God can, when it says delight yourselves in God, God is actually giving you a desire that pleases Him. So you start to look now, you know, the mouth starts to look and say, you know, I don't have to be jealous of nose. Not because I can't smell. Nose can't eat. So we're going to complement each other. While the nose smell for me, I can know if I should eat this thing. Hand said, you know, I don't need to compete with the eyes. Although I cannot see, but I can actually move the thing. So based on what the eyes see, all right, it will guide me that way. Or I can guide the eyes this way. We don't need to compete women. And I pick women. I'm not saying that men don't have their idiosyncrasies and their different things that they have to work on. I'm sure they do. But if you notice a lot of the vitriol, that even a book was written, Women Against Women. And when I read it, the true stories, it broke my heart to the point where a lot of these women had to go on medication. Women destroyed their lives completely out of jealousy, envy, malicious and malignant ways. When they're not basking in their own strength. That's what I do daily. I look at my strengths and, you know, try not to make my strengths become weaknesses. And when I say strength becoming a weakness, meaning, you know, some people have this thing, you know, we've always done it this way. And you're right. That kind of mantra that you have and mindset that you have, always that you have done it this way, I put always in quotations. But somehow for this day and age, that always just not working. So it can become your greatest weakness. Because it may mean that you need to be more quantum, not linear. Be more, you know, diversified in a sense. But still maintain your principles. Still maintain your decorum. Still maintain that meekness. That stick-to-itiveness. But you said, you know what? All right. Although for the last 20 years I did it this way, I think on the 21st year I can do it this way now. Because change is a must. Have you ever noticed? You can grow up with a set of people in high school and then after a while, some of them you never see again. New people come into your life. These new people come into your life for a time and they're gone again. You may have one or two remaining until death do us part sort of a situation. We don't need to be envious. When I look around, I start to train my mind and say, let me look at the strength of this woman here. Let me look at you know, there's something about this person that's positive. You know, they have nice cheekbones that I don't. Just something positive. So that I train myself to ward against envy, jealousy, strife, malice. And when I say malice, not how we view malice in Jamaica when somebody says I keep malice. They mean giving us permanent, almost silent treatment. Malice means having ill intent. That's what that's why we say malicious. It means having ill intent. And you can do something heinous to the individual. We can do that, beautiful people. I know that society, what they do, they put things in a hierarchical structure. So like they say, if you look this way, it means that this one is top priority. And then they put them in tiers. So you might say that, oh, if a person has this particular talent, they're better than I am. My talent is not considered. So you end up, no, it doesn't work like, not in this 21st century. I realize that if you even go and sweep the road, you can become a multi-millionaire. Somehow somebody likes how you do it and invest in you and get people to invest in you. We live in a way that you see some people do some wacky things. Look at when you look at TikTok, for example. Some people do some crazy things. And they have millions of views, likes, people gifting them. But maybe bring some entertainment to the person. Maybe to them, they thought that as talent. To the onlookers, some onlookers, they might say, huh? No. I'm telling you, beautiful people, it happens. So we really and truly, in the grand scheme of things, we really have no need to be envious of anybody. Because, you know, the reality is also we're all getting older and one day we're going to exit Earth. We have to exit Earth. One fine day, we're going to exit Earth. So it makes no sense. We're going to get old. You could have do BBL, BBM, POB. I don't even know what to call them. Little more. And I'm not saying it to belittle anybody who does it. What I'm simply saying is that it doesn't matter what you do. You're going to get older and become weaker and weaker until you pass. Whether you're a good person or you're a wicked person. Doesn't matter where you fall. So it really makes no sense. We're expending unnecessary energy. Just let us try hard to say, you know what, I'm going to big up my friend and I'm going to refer my friend. I'm going to help my friend. She's good at this. I am not good at this. So I'm going to recommend her. Because when you do that, somebody's going to do the same to you. Say, you know what, Toni-Ann is good at that. I'm going to recommend her. Don't be make envy make you say, no, I'm not going to recommend her. Don't. Because it's going to backfire on you one day. Remember, whatever seed you sow, you certainly reap. Refer her. Bless up, guys. Follow me on TikTok. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share this message.